It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The inside handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
On the play, it's third down.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Dogs will go for it here on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Barrels ahead, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like they were ready for that second down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking downfield, it's Lemon. Finds his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Using the quick game. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. They'll go back to the ground. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Georgia going up tempo. Trying to move them on the counter. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips looking to pay this one. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Missouri, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
That's caught. It's Snyder. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The give on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So we'll see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Lemon. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Unloads to the right. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now,
Oh, he's got some space. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say,
he smashes his way through again. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. 22 to the air. It's Lemon. Pressure coming, and the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Power football with the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a crease, it's Riley. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Terry. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lemon. Finds his man. It's Snyder. There he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Turning it on. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up when we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Riley. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the
23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game, and they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted, but they play for each other. They play with fight. They play with aggression, and that's why you always see them near the top of the defenses in all of college football.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Third down coming up.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Lemon. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. From midfield, looking for room. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort.